Well, hello everyone. I am here to do the craft tutorial for the Tic Tac Toe to-go bag, mostly because I really want to try this one and learn the tips and tricks so that I can do it at home, and then maybe when I'm out for a picnic and I'm still eating my food, my kids will have something to do to keep them occupied. I think this would be a great game to play on the back deck after dinner, when it's nice and cooler, anywhere you'd like to take it, because it's a handy dandy to-go bag. So you do have all the supplies in your bag already. Make sure you've used the paints that came in the Tic Tac Toe bag. I'm going to show you how to do this. I have already worked on some of my rocks. I'll show you in a little bit of a minute. I'm not overly proud of them, but they are my first try, so you know, things only get better. And really, they're just rocks. And if you're out walking in the neighborhood, you could probably be picking up a lot of different rocks to find the right shape for your game. I think mine are a little bit not very circular and a little bit wonky, but that's okay. I made them work. Okay, when you start out first, it's you need to make your TikTok marks on the bag. So you've been given a bag. Hopefully you got one in a color you like. And all you need is a Sharpie and a ruler. I think we did put in some black paint, so you can use the black paint if you're really careful. Just use what you have and what you feel more comfortable with. So you just need to make a tic-tac-toe board. And again, you need to remember when you're picking your rocks that the size of the rocks, they need to not only fit inside your bag, they need to fit on your grid. So you just mark, I didn't measure or anything, I just eyeball it, you guys know that. Mark the 4 lines. I'm gonna go right up to the top, I think, just in case some of my rocks are a little bit bigger. So there's my tic-tac-toe grid. So it's just 2 lines down, 2 lines over. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, so you can do that. And then, like I said, well, these aren't too big. You need to pick some rocks on your travels. You need 12. So make sure you don't do all 12 the same. You need to do 6 the same and 6 different than those ones. You can pick a pattern. You can keep it simple with X's and O's. Like I said, I'll show you my rocks in a little bit. I got a little carried away, so I think we might do these tester ones a little bit simpler. And you know what's funny, now that we've been doing these videos, you guys know I'm left-handed, and I've been left-handed my whole life. But it's actually the first time I've seen myself on video do things left-handed, and it actually does look weird to me, which really is weird, so. Just thought I'll share that while I'm painting my rock here. And rock painting is not always the cleanest craft, I'm not gonna lie. We're well aware of that here. We've done rock paintings before. So, you know, and it's also for the patient sort of crafter. You generally need to do a light coat, let it dry, maybe do a second coat. You gotta hold it in your fingers for a little bit, and then when you put it down, you can kind of repaint over where your fingerprints were on the rock. But honestly, the best case scenario is to like do one side, let it dry, and then go back and do the other side. I'm never patient enough, so that's usually why my rocks never quite turn out the same. But I do like the purple, so I just coated my one rock with the purple. You were given 2 different color paints, so I can show you. I've already painted the green one, teal, I guess, and it's dried already, as well as the red one. And for some reason I grabbed really tiny rocks for the tutorial because I thought the bag was going to be too small. So like I said, the name of the game is tic-tac-toe. It's always X's and O's, but you don't need to be that, you know, stick to the rules. You can make them fun and creative. I'll show you what I did right now. Okay, so here's what I did. Instead of doing X's and O's, I thought I would do like battles of my favorite summer fruits. So I was going to do cherries versus watermelon. So granted, yeah, I don't think I let it dry between, and so it's not really the best looking, not the best looking rocks, but they are my first go round, so, you know, kudos for trying, but I definitely recommend simplicity at this point. Okay, so in your bag, you do have all the supplies you needed. I'm going to show you how to do your X's and O's with either Sharpie or paint. I definitely think at this point I would recommend Sharpie. You've seen my latest work, but that's okay. Maybe not try and draw something you've never drawn before. I should probably stick to polka dots and stripes. There's a cool idea. So anyway, I have some white paint just so you'll be able to see it on when I show it to you when it's done. White on red. I'm gonna go with the white on red. And we'll make the X on the red rocks. Oh, I needed a smaller brush. Well, that's all then. This is how we learn. So, tic-tac-toe, X's and O's. I have made my X on the red rock. Can you see that? X on the red rock. This is why I'm going to highly suggest you use a Sharpie. A lot easier to control. It's just basically like drawing, right? And so then my other green rocks would be the O rocks. So, X's and O's, X's and O's. There you go. And plus the Sharpie dries way faster. You don't have to wait and be patient because we know that I don't like doing that. So there we go. There's my X's and there's my O's. So what I would do is just paint another 5 rocks green and put the O's on them, and paint another 5 rocks red and put the X's on them. And then when you go on your picnic, or if you're sitting out on your back deck, you just take your bag, put all your X and O rocks in here. I'm going to pretend that I painted these ones already. And they go into there. And when you're ready to play with your friends, with your family, with your roommates, you just dump out your bag, lay down your, what's this called? Lay down your bag, your tic-tac-toe grid, and just start playing, right? You take turns, and the first one to get 3 in a row wins. So, pretty cool way to pass the time. Thought this was really neat. You guys could take this with you wherever you wanted to go. So, hopefully you enjoy your tic-tac-toe, and we'll be able to play some when everyone gets back, okay?